we actually gave him the first pick of the night. He came up and visited with us, kind of got a look behind the scenes of things here. He's got to go back to school there at the Buchanan Buccaneers Middle School next week. He said Devin Moran is going to get the win from the third starting spot in this A main.
That'd be a good pick, I'd say.
The Buchanan Buccaneers.
The Buchanan Buccaneers, not the polka dots.
How close is that to Poca, West Virginia?
That's not
far.
Not far, but it's not really
Right.
close.
Well,
It's not
former
really
Rocket
close.
House car driver Dale McDowell going with the. Who did you follow in that? Who was before you in that car?
Well, I think Francis was driving it when I drove it, or maybe Hartman. You're testing him. You're testing me.
That's all right.
That was
many moons ago.
That was back when it was that really cool looking like blue with the yellowish gold on the side and the hot pink number,
yes,
right?
That's correct.
Oh man, that was I don't know why. I love that car. I love that car.
It's a good ride. Mark Richards puts a lot. He and Steve Baker and all the crew up there at Rocket, they all put a a lot of work in these things. A lot of hard work in them.
Well, Dale, these guys just ran a 40-lap race, a little rough and tumble in turn one. Now, Owens he's not in this race. He's getting a non-points race.
Dale,
Tyler Erb and Garrett Smith front row, yeah.
And one thing we noticed, again, we were talking about there during our little break is, and I think you actually were the first one to notice this, I don't believe they did anything at all to the racetrack, right?
I don't think so. And you'll notice the black will come back pretty quick, but when the moisture in the air down here, the black will leave if it sits. A lot of times under caution, the racetrack will bleed back just a little bit. If it's dry outside, and just dry air, no dew falling, then, a lot of times the racetrack won't change. But in this, down here where there's moisture, it'll change some.
So Davenport and Blair have moved to the back. Dale, you're just thinking they're just going to save their equipment, take the start money.
Yeah, test something, maybe.
Yeah, I
And
got you.
Jonathan plans to make one lap and pull in. He didn't want to risk tearing that race car up as he gets set for $12,000 tomorrow night and $15,000 on Saturday.
Yeah, he's got a good car.
Completely
No doubt
understandable.
about it.
And it's a non-points night as well. Remember, this feature is a non-points feature.
Yeah, and he was
also.
starting 15th, so.
And Max was scheduled to start 20th, so he's not dropping back too many spots as well.
Well, Garrett Smith and Tyler Erb. Devin Moran in 99. So we've had 5 different winners this year in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. As they will come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. The Brendan Ford Pace Trucks have gone to the infield. Dale McDowell, Dustin Jarrett, and
I think they're going to give him one more lap or two if word from race control is correct before they turn him loose here.
what's Declan giving him the one-to-go signal here, like Derek Powell on the flag stand? Let's see. Good to see Ronnie Lukoc, him, his wife. Ronnie, longtime chief starter here at East Bay.
He's telling him Declan wants to give him he wants to go.
That's right.
I don't blame him.
He's ready.
You still get Dale. You still get nervous at times, depending on the race or the conditions or the whatever else is going on, or not so much.
I don't really get nervous anymore. I get curious, curious to what's going to happen when I get to the first corner. But I don't get nervous much anymore. I mean, it is what it is. So done it a long time. 43rd year I'm starting. It's been a lot. I have been nervous so much before.
Yeah.
As they're rolling this thing in there a little bit, that slime, just a little bit of the moisture that bled back, they'll get that run in, like that'll disappear. So it won't be greasy when they go into the turn.
Just got word from Lucas Oil officials. Technology giveth, as we talk about the late sievers, technology also taketh away. So when all these drivers turn their race sievers in at the end of Monday night, they all got reassigned out there. And so between that and the electronic timing and scoring on the transponders as well, all of that has had to be re-entered in the system here just in about the last 2 minutes or so. So that was why they got an extra couple laps. They're ready to go now, guys, as the caution lights and light sievers have been turned. Light sabers, James, how's that?
Sabers
have been turned off, and they're going to go green flag racing this time by.
And Castleberry's waiting to get a sponsor for that.
That Wayne,
That's
we're
right.
on it.
He will be.
All right, it's Garrett Smith on the pole, Tyler Erb on the outside. They're going to fire in the Nutrient X Solution starting zone. This is your Dixie Chopper. Feel the thunder. And we got a Dave Warren Power Sports caution as Ashton Winger goes around over in turn number 2. So before one lap can get in the books, we'll have to line them back up side by side, double file 2x2 with the 12 car at the tail end of the field and try it again. And Dale, Garrett Smith got a good start, a little bit of rubbing, a little right side romance there maybe on that start.
They're arguing over who wants what part of the real estate there, aren't they?
Why is it you got a racetrack? It's 100 feet wide.
We all want the same.
You all want the
place?
same? That's right. That's exactly right.
I don't know. So it just works that way.
Oh, man. So we'll try it again. The Dave Warren Power Sports caution lights turned out, guys. And Garrett Smith, Tyler Erb, again in row 1. Devin Moran, Ethan Dotson in row 2. I think Dev wanted to see that caution, Dale. He got a good start there.
He did.
Ryan Shirley and Hudson O'Neill in row number 3. Again, 30 laps. 30 laps is the distance. And this is your rescheduled Monday night feature. They qualified Tuesday. Heats and Bees last night. A-Main coming up right now. $5,000 on the line. And James, they fire in the Nutrient Ag Solutions starting zone.
All right, Derek Powell waves the green flag into 1. Garrett Smith will take the lead on turn number 2. Stephen Moran on the bottom. Here comes, Hudson O'Neill got sideways. Ethan Dotson in 4th. And Dave Warren Power Sports caution is out for Will Harrington.
Man, remember he had trouble in the feature we just saw about 20 minutes ago as well. Tough break for Harrington there in that ASD Motorsports sponsored number 14, or ASD Motorsports Racing number 14X. We'll take a look at it again on your Flow Racing Instant Replay.
Just a simple over rotation. You know, when you hit that hole, it goes back to the gas, and obviously you don't want to push. So that's the key. He may have pushed the last start and then just overcorrected for this start. So it's very common, especially when you're down in there with the crowd as you're trying to get the cleanest line you can, and sometimes you just miss. That's just part of what we do.
Now, of course, with the droop rule, though, how much hike can you get out of these cars on the left rear, Dale?
I mean, everybody's got that down now pretty much to where they're right there in the window, and so it's pretty close. But everybody's to their max. Here they go. Right?
Oh, boy. What is...
I'm not sure. Turbo's going
I thought
in
we
a
were going
hurry.
to go... Are we going green? We are.
Yeah, because it's another restart because we didn't get a lap in. So
we see some head games there, maybe, Dale?
Maybe.
It doesn't matter. Garrett Smith lagged back a little bit. He's going to lead the field down the back straightaway and leave Devin Moran. Oh, my, Devin Moran and Tyler Erb.
A little last night, yeah. Tyler Erb's going to lead. What Garrett Smith does.
No, Garrett Smith leads lap 1.
I'm trying to get this timing and scoring.
Okay.
Here comes Garrett Smith. Moran for the lead through the middle. It is still Garrett Smith by a car length with 2 in the books.
Yep, and for the folks watching at home, while they do battle for the lead, you're not going to see timing and scoring. You're going to see, there it is up there now. It's going to say on what James and I have in front of us, we still got a few drivers listed as missing data. I think they've got them all entered in the system now. And Devin Moran momentarily moves out front in the Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports number 99.
Dale, have you ever been scored as missing data? Missing Dale?
I think I have. I've run bad enough sometimes to be missing as well.
Devin Moran, 2 career wins here at East Bay Raceway Park, 11 total wins in Georgia, Florida Speed Weeks in his career. And he would love nothing more than add another East Bay win to his belt. I tell you what, though, Dale, Garrett Smith's not letting him out of the crosshairs just yet.
No, he's driving hard. He's not giving up.
2 drivers have a pretty sizable gap over this battle.
Oh,
for
Hudson
third.
got in the wall. Hudson got in the wall there in 3 and 4. Just got in high, climbed the wall a little bit. He may have some right front damage, or right front suspension damage, but we'll be able to tell in a minute.
Well, I'll tell you what, while all that was happening, Devin Moran's been able to stretch out to a 1.3-second lead at the front of the field in this one, leaving these guys to battle back here behind him. As a matter of fact, Garrett Smith, your second-place car, is about to come under fire from the 3S of Brian Shirley. There's a look at the battle for second. Shirley on the bottom. In the Bob Collin Racing 3S, Garrett Smith up top, James in the 10.
Brian Shirley, former Lucas Oil Knoxville Late Model Nationals winner, that when it was unsanctioned, he has never won a sanctioned event in the Lucas Oil Late Model Series. Is O'Neal now to the bottom in turn number 3 around Herb. Battle there up front continues with Devin Moran. This time around 1.8 seconds ahead is the Dresden, Ohio driver.
Obviously no damage for Hudson. He's rolling up through there pretty sporty.
Hud's worked his way back up to 4th. Hard to believe, guys. Brian Shirley, not only has he never won a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race, he has never won a race in Georgia, Florida Speed Weeks. Not with the Lucas Oil Series, not with the Outlaws, Volusia, East Bay, Screven, Ocala, any of the racetracks, and now he is quickly closing in on your race leader. We got a battle for the lead at the front of the field.
And what does Devin Moran do, Dale McDowell? See, here comes Shirley as a run down the back straightaway.
I think he probably seen signal sticks and seen a little room. I noticed a lap before he ran the high line through 1 and 2, so he's just kind of moving around to see what he feels, and as he's got some room behind him.
Remember, Shirley had damage. Even though he's the Todd Steele Winnings hard charger in that first feature, he might have caught that berm going into turn 1. Good rattle here for the lead off of turn 4. Moran Shirley. Brandon Shepard is up to 3rd. O'Neal 4th. Garrett Smith is 5th. Down the back straightaway as we have a car slowing out of the race. And there's the battle for lead in the turn, up a turn 4, guys.
Yeah, it was Dennis Erb Jr. that slowed in front of him as these two guys close in on a guy that was just on the Big River Steel podium, the 58 of Garrett Alberson. And as those two drivers battle for the lead, Shirley takes the lead down the back straightaway. Brandon Shepard closing in on both of them with lap traffic side by side in front of your leaders coming around halfway home, 15 down, 15 to go.
It's still a new race leader. It's Brian Shirley now. He'll have to deal with the back of the field down the back straightaway. Here comes Shepard to run on Devin Moran. Shepard in that Hoist IV Realtree number B5. 4th is O'Neal. 5th is Tyler Erb.
And Dale, I see Brian Shirley moving around there. Is he searching for lines or simply searching for a way to get around the 14 and the 58?
He's just searching. He's searching to see where he can close the ground.
Behind him, Brandon Shepard moves into the second spot. Yep. Shep may not be done yet in one.
It's close up there.
Brandon Shepard goes from 3rd to 2nd to 1st. It becomes official at the scoring loop. Coming off corner number 4, Garrett Smith with trouble.
No.
It will not be official.
And Garrett Smith, who was running in 7th, down in turn 2. So your pole sitter for the second race tonight, the second straight race tonight, has a caution down, or the Dave Warren Power Sports caution is out, Ben.
He's going to make his way.
Yeah.
Garrett Smith is into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit area. Ben, go ahead.
Yeah, he's got a flat right rear tire, does Garrett Smith in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. Sheppy was going to the lead, and he grabbed a big chunk of that infield berm down in turns 3 and 4. Didn't matter. He was going to lead that lap. Dave Warren Power Sports caution comes out, though, and Brian Shirley now, Dale, gets the proverbial second lease on life. He's going to be your leader with open track, but if your car 3S on this restart, where do you go off into turn 1?
He's guessing as much as we are. I mean, he'll have clean racetrack and not be in traffic, obviously. I don't know. We're still seeing that they're throwing a little bit of that bottom. You can tell that those crumbs that actually Jimmy Owens mentioned earlier, that there was no traction right in the middle. So they'll either be on the low side of turn 1 or up above those crumbs right there on the restart.
3 different leaders so far in this race, and we would have had our 4th without that caution.
Yeah. It actually seems to race better as the laps wind down, you know.
17 in the books of this 30-lap main event. It'll be Shirley, Shepard, Moran, O'Neal, Tyler Erb. Then Ethan Dotson, Garrett Smith will go to the tail end of the lead lap. Then Ross Robinson, Dalton Wilson, Jason Riggs. Good run for him inside the top 10, and Blair Nodorf in the 10th spot.
Again, 17 laps down. As James said, 13 laps remaining. And with this being a 30-lap A main, it will be a Delaware double file restart up until 5 to go. Ethan Dotson going to rejoin the field. Garrett Smith going to rejoin the field as well.
Going to be a big wash day for a lot of drivers tomorrow, Dale. Shirley's car, that's typical East Bay on the right side of those cars. Man.
That's the not so glamorous side of the racing life, isn't it, Dale? Wash day.
Oh, yeah.
Darrell Lanigan would replace the entire body if that was the case, right? Just because of a little mud, right?
Uh-huh. We take them. I mean, everybody takes both sides off and cleans these things now.
Right.
So it's a pretty lengthy process.
But you have to anymore. I mean,
Yeah, you do.
And don't forget, you also have got the fire bottle system you got to watch out for that you don't cause any harm, right?
They just go through a intense cleaning process. That way you inspect everything, all the suspension stuff. Like these guys tonight, with the racetrack being a little rough, though, those crew guys will go through and just inspect everything. Lift bars, shocks, all the suspension stuff, 4-link rear suspension, all the front suspension stuff. They'll go through and bolt check and do all of that before tomorrow.
I'll correct myself here real quick. I had incorrectly said that Ethan Dotson was rejoining the field. He never left the field. He had slowed there on the inside of the racetrack, but he never pulled off the racetrack or stopped or anything like that. That's a mistake on my part. So Ethan Dotson will tuck back in line in the 6th position here on this restart again with 17 scored, 13 to go. Brian Shirley is your leader. So he said, Brian Shirley has never won, hard to believe, he's never won a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race. He has never won a Speed Weeks race. Can he get a win at East Bay Raceway Park at the Winter Nationals before it goes away? He's 13 laps away. James, we're back underway.
Yeah, Shirley started 5th. Shepard, who's 2nd, started 9th. I think I'm out of turn number 2. Shepard will take a run down the back straight to his fellow line-eye driver. They go side by side into turn 3. Who's going to back out of it? And Shirley goes flying off at turn 4. Will we have a new leader? And we do have our 4th different leader of the race, and it's Brandon Shepard.
Brandon Shepard out front in the B5. Brandon Shepard, the 2013 Summer Nationals champion. Brian Shirley, a 4-time Summer Nationals champion. They're going at it like it's the Summer Nationals here at the front of the field, still side by side. Shirley was out front by 2/100ths of a second at last time.
Shirley can hang on to it. They threw enough of that mud out there. There's grip. When it moved him out to the middle,
sure did.
He actually had more grip, just right above that black. And
they are side by side. And guess what? Shepard's back in front. 10 to go. A dandy again in East Bay. Down the back straightaway. Shepard now, can he pull away from Shirley? Moran is 3rd. 4th is O'Neill. 5th is Tyler Erb. Is all business up front. And Shirley's not going to let him get away, guys.
Brian Shirley trying to limbo a little bit lower through the corners, and he just hooked the whoop-de-doos down there. I tell you what, Dale, he did a good job driving there. I thought it was going to throw him for a loop. Instead, it kind of catapulted him up a little closer.
And they've got the same dip. Late last night, they had the same thing getting in 3, so that thing starts intensifying too. So they got a challenge getting in both corners.
Brandon Shepard looking for his first win of the season, trying to become the 6th different driver to win a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race this year. As they come out of turn 4, as those top 4 have separated from the rest of the field.
Good battle back there on your screen. That is the battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Ross Robinson has moved the Dutch Star Motorsports 7 up into the 5th spot. Tyler Erb right there in 6th. Dalton Wilson in 7th. And those are the 3 drivers on your screen. At the front of the field, nothing has changed. It's still Brandon Shepard out front, Brian Shirley 2nd. I tell you what, it seems like, Dale, it seems like Shepard, when he gets out front, he pulls away for a lap or 2, then Shirley kind of reels him back in.
It's very easy to miss, just hit that hole getting in turn 3. And so if he doesn't hit it just right, Brian Shirley will gain. And Brian's good. Brian Shirley's good through 1 and 2 as well.
He's good right through the middle of turn 4. Is now Shepard's trying to keep it on the bottom down by the Ute tires. He slides out a little bit, but he's still got a lead with 6 to go, with 4 to go. 8/10 of a second.
They're closing in quickly on the back of the field as well. I don't know if they're going to get there or not, as Garrett Smith is out of this one. Your Victory Fuel pole sitter pulls into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. 3 laps to go for Brandon Shepard. There is one back marker in front of him. It's going to be the 6 of Ross Bales.
Here again, Shepard has in trouble. Brandon Shepard off the pace coming out of turn number 2.
That was Ross Bales.
Ross Bales, I'm sorry.
Yep, Ross Bales. But it happened directly in front of Brandon Shepard, though. A good piece of driving there by Shep.
Shepard still. Wow,
close. You just gave Cheeseburg a heart attack down there. Coming around this time to the Barrett's 1 to go. Brandon Shepard. It was a 1.3 second advantage last time. This time by Shep out front by 1.4 seconds. James, they head down the back straightaway for the final time.
Brandon Shepard going to become the 6th different winner in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, pending the 108 scales. They come out of turn 4. My apologies to Steve Arpin and Shepherd Mixed Racing. He takes the win. Brian Shirley second. Devin Moran will come home in third, guys.
Yeah, unofficially it was Hudson O'Neal fourth. Ross Robinson, a good run. He rounds out the top 5. It was Tyler Erb sixth. Dalton Wilson seventh. Jason Riggs, that might be the best career Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series finish for Jason Riggs.
Awesome.
He was eighth.
Awesome for Jason.
Yeah, Ethan Dotson ninth, and Tanner English will red. It's okay, James. We'll round out the top 10. Is still a bit of business to take care of. Of course, he's got to make his way into the UNOH scale and tech area. But Brandon Shepard, a 9-time East Bay winner, will make it 10 as long as he passes tech and crosses the scales. And he will, if he does that, he will notch his 21st career Speed Weeks win. Remember, Shep was winless in Speed Weeks a year ago, Dale.
He was. He had good karma. He did a good thing earlier.
Yeah, that's right.
So he had
good
he
karma.
had good karma.
Good karma. All right, so as he makes his way back to the UNOH Tech and Scale area, let's go ahead, James, and take a look at your super clean race recap and see exactly what led to the B5 of Brandon Shepard getting the win in this one. It was Garrett Smith jumping out front and leading early.
Yeah, he led the first 2 laps. Devin Moran gets the lead on lap 3, and Devin was out in front until Brian Shirley took over the top spot on lap number 15.
Yeah, there's a look at Devin Moran working his way around the 10 of Garrett Smith right there as those 2 drivers battled. Then you had Brian Shirley, as you mentioned, James, working his way up through. Shep right there knocking on the door as well. He had a good 3-car battle up front for the lead there for several laps. Here comes Brandon Shepard down to the inside. He's going to take second away from Devin Moran right there. He had momentarily worked by Brian Shirley. Dave Warren Power Sports caution would fly and eventually negate that pass as Garrett Smith had issues on the 10. We went back to green flag racing. Brandon Shepard picked up right where he left off. He was finally able to work his way by the 3S of Brian Shirley and go on to grab the win in the Monday night makeup feature here at East Bay Raceway Park. Again, his 10th career win here at East Bay in the Winter Nationals.
Yeah, and he'll only be in Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series competition. He is only 2 wins behind Billy Moyer all time. So if he could sweep out the weekend, he could tie Moyer in Lucas Oil action. Moyer's got 12 wins. And now in Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series competition, now he's got 27 all time. Nobody's going to touch that one this week here at East Bay Raceway Park. But Brandon Shepard, as long as he clears the UNOH scales, 32nd career Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win here tonight. $5,000, but for that team, they've been on the struggle bus. And they're down the team down there hugging. They're waiting on him to clear the scales. Also, you guys will like to know that when they gave Declan, the Steve Arpin and Brandon Shepard gave him the gift pack earlier and the door off the race car, he said, I'm going to be your good luck charm tonight. So Steve Arpin has brought Declan down to Lucas Oil Victory Lane to celebrate your VLAN feature winner, Brandon Shepard. So
that's awesome. They just got word, Ben, that just got word from race director Rick Schwally, or series director Rick Schwally, that he has indeed cleared UNOH Tech and Scales. So Brandon Shepard right on cue. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, as the driver out of New Berlin, Illinois, is going to make his way back out on the racetrack in that Shepard Riggs Racing Hoist IV Level Hydration, I-Beam Steel Doors, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Realtree, Coltman Farms, American Racing, UNOH Riggs Drilling Solutions, sponsored B5. The Longhorn Factory team visits VLAN Victory Lane for the first time in 2 years. Ben, he's coming down to grab a word with you.
All right, he'll make his way down to Lucas Oil Victory Lane. A VLAN feature winner, as James said, now 6 winners in 10 events. And he will pull in $5,000, Richard, first win of the year for that Longhorn Factory B5. And they've had a fast race car. They just found themselves behind the 8-ball in qualifying tonight, from 9th to the lead, right around the halfway mark. And Brandon Shepard overcame a great battle with his buddy Brian Shirley, a couple Land Lincoln guys battling it out here in the Sunshine State tonight for the $5,000 victory. The makeup feature from the delayed event from Monday. Mother Nature pushed that one back. We made it up over 3 nights, and now we're waiting on Brandon Shepard to climb out of this hoist IV level hydration, number B5. Great night tonight. Tomorrow we're going to do it again. 12,000 on the line tomorrow. 15,000 for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. LucasDirt.com for more information. I'll be live both days at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on MAV TV on Flow Racing. But right now, waiting to talk to your Big River Still top 5. Brian Shirley's made his way back out. And we'll wait on Brandon Shepherd to make his way out of the race car here tonight, adding yet another win at this famed 3rd Mile Oval, East Bay Raceway Park. Pulls the helmet off, gets set to climb out of the car, and your feature winner, how about it? Brandon Shepherd in car B5. Confetti's flying in the air, and Sheppy on top. Celebrating that one. He'll hop down off the race car. We'll talk about this one. Had to work for it. He had a hot rod, drove his way forward, and ends up down here in Lucas Oil Victory Lane, a Veland feature winner. 6th win of the early season. Randall, supersized cheeseburger Edwards down here congratulates him. The whole crew's down here. Steve Arpin. Declan is good luck charm, the junior flagman here tonight. He's going to get his photo taken down here in Lucas Oil Victory Lane, as we will get a word eventually. Man, it's quite the receiving line down here. These guys have been battling, though, this year. PR manager Justin Cook down here as well, and Sheppy gets hugs from the team. I'll tell you what, Brandon, be honest with me. Man, it has been a grind. Were you starting to wonder if you guys were going to get one of these before you left Florida this year?
Man, you just never know. The competition's so tough right now. All these guys do such a good job, and the racetrack's so much different every night. And hats off to everybody here at East Bay, giving us a great racetrack again tonight. Wouldn't be here without all my great sponsors. And then, of course, my dad and my grandpa wouldn't be here without them. And Scott and Tara and Jason and Jack and Courtney and the boys and the whole Riggs family. Steve Arpin. Hey, quiet down. I hear you over there. He's making fun of me. That ain't fair. Got to thank Longhorn Chassis, Steve Arpin, Paul and John Leach, Kevin Rumley, Matt Langston. Man, them guys, we've definitely had ups and downs the whole speed weeks, and them guys never quit on me. And, of course, my great crew, Randall, Corndog, Justin Duty, Jeff McGee, Marco, Derek Ramirez here. Let's see. I know I'm going to forget a bunch of people, but my beautiful wife and kids at home, wish they could have been here for this one. They're coming tomorrow, so hopefully we can get one for them too. And Hoist, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Coltman Farms, Valvoline, Bilstein Shocks and Springs. They've been right there with us through the struggles and everything, and just kept digging right along with us. So appreciate them. And then, like I said, the whole Shepherd Riggs Racing family. This is it's when you have highs and lows like this, it takes a lot of good people being together to be able to stick it through. And man, I hate it that I had to pass my old buddy Squirrel for the win. I know he's needed a good run this week too, but man, it feels really good. And I know I'm going to forget some sponsors: UNOH, I-Beam, Riggs Drilling Solutions, American Racing Wheels. Actually, this was our one and only Durham engine in tonight, so Andy will be happy about that. And then, like I said, Paulson, Stussy. I know I'm going to forget some people. I'm trying not to. Give me a minute.
It's been a minute. You're out. We're also going to talk later about Cheeseburger and Corn Dog, well, both being on the crew. I don't know if they're going to eat strawberries or not, but you got a lot of great partners on here. Think about that one for a second. Starting ninth, 30 lapper. Did you think you'd get to the front that fast?
Honestly, after the first feature tonight, I knew we had a really good car, and things just didn't fall my way. And we were still able to come from, I think it was 11th we started, to 6th there. So I knew we had a really good car, and this is actually the different car. This is the car that we started the weekend, and we, qualified with it the first night, and then we heat raced with it last night. And the guys wanted to race the car that we ran good with in the feature before, but I wanted to give the old girl a chance. This is the car that we, one of our cars from last year, so it's like I said, it's all just hats off to my team and everybody involved. It's a really great group of guys, and we just, there's nobody's quitting on us, so that's what it takes to be up front. Whenever things fall your way, they're going to fall your way, and we were able to get it up front tonight, and pretty much both features. So really happy with the way our week has kind of went from the bottom to uphill. So hopefully we can just continue it through the rest of the week. Qualifying's still been a struggle for us, so we got to get that figured out. But I think once we get past that, we'll be all right.
Race fans, Brandon Shepard, your winner here tonight in the $5,000 feature. And we'll catch up. Brian Shirley's going to congratulate Sheppy. Good buddies down there. And as we said, a couple of Land Lincoln guys battling for the win. Brian Shirley second on the Big River Steel podium. And grins down there as Squirrel, man, you were right there. And kind of irony that a couple of Land Lincoln guys battling down here in Florida. Sheppy had a race car. You were able to get back around him, though. And did you find a little something there? Was there anything else you could have done that maybe, in hindsight, you should have tried?
You know, that hole was there all 40 laps before, all 30 laps that race, and I just hit it the wrong way on a couple 5, 6 to go there. And I tried my best to, crowd him enough to try and get by him, but it just wasn't good enough. I ain't gonna lie, that one stings. We only got 2 more tries, and this place is gone. So definitely like to put my name in the record books here. But on a high note, we gave Bob and Lisa Cullen, Thomas and Express, Hoker Trucking, J&J Adventures, Mark and Steve Baker, Rocket Chassis, our Fox Shocks, my crew, Anthony and Cam and them guys. So it's not for the lack of effort. It's definitely been a roller coaster ride this speed weeks, and we're trying all we can do, and hopefully my wife, my kids, and everybody back home, we're making them a little bit proud.
You were the Todd Steel Buildings hard charger in the first feature tonight. Tonight you come home second, 2 races to go. I know you say this one stings, but do you feel like you got a little pep in your step with 2 to go that maybe you're starting to figure something out here this week?
I don't know. I really honestly feel like the motor's a little tired and stuff, and I just don't know I got enough to qualify is the problem. But we're going to go back and work on it, and we're not going to, hold our heads down. I mean, second's still a respectable finish, and we're going to do the best we can do.
Brian Shirley second on the Big River Steel podium, and DJ James will throw it up top, and I'll catch up with Devin Moran momentarily.
All right, well, there you see. Look at Declan, our junior flagman down there, holding the checkered flag in victory lane with Brandon Shepard. A really, really cool photo op there for that young man is Devin Moran. Man, he was right there battling once again. He's maybe been one of the most consistent drivers in terms of finishes here this week. Still knocking on the door, Ben. He is going to round out the Big River Steel podium here tonight.
Dev, I'm not going to lie to you, man. You get to the lead, and I said that's all she wrote, but you weren't able to get the win. What did you need out of the car, or what did you maybe need to do just a little bit different to be atop this Big River Steel podium?
Really, I felt really good when I could run the top down here and the bottom on that end, and the car was really good, really underneath of me, and then it kind of migrated to the bottom, and I just could not run that bottom like them guys. But we've been making progress on it. We just got to keep working on it and see what we can do for tomorrow and Saturday.
You told me earlier there's nowhere in the world like this place. You still feel that way tonight?
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously it was a little more character than everyone wanted, but I know Al always does a great job. He'll get it smooth back out for us the next 2 nights. And just want to thank all the fans staying out here for the second race. Thank Roger Sellers and Double Down Motorsports, Lazy Days RV, Big River Steel, C&W Trucking, Red Oak Pub, CarSourceAuto.com, McHugh's. I have so many great people helping me. We're about to go back here and eat some food with Tommy and Stacy and the whole gang, so excited to go do that, and hopefully we can cap off a strong weekend.
Devin Moran rounds out the Big River Steel podium. James, DJ, another night to remember here at East Bay.
Absolutely. Great job down there, Ben, as always, my friend. And Dale, it's your swan song up here, man.
Oh, man.
Swan song for the week. I got a feeling that at some point we're going to bring you back on a broadcast, maybe sometime this year, an event that maybe an event that you're not running at or whatever else.
I've had fun. Thanks to the race fans for putting up with me. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity. I'll be watching you guys the next couple of nights.
Well, thank you, sir. Ben Shelton, your final thoughts on a double feature program here tonight at East Bay.
They've all felt like double features this week because they kind of have in some way or another. Tomorrow we go into the regularly scheduled program, same on Saturday. Guys, we're down to 2 V1 Winter Nationals presented by Lucas Oil. Tonight, a lot of great memories, a lot of great racing, and as I said it last night, I think it's going to keep ramping up all the way to Saturday's finale. Tonight says that is very likely. It's been a lot of fun. Let's do it again tomorrow.
All right, Ben, thanks a lot and tremendous job down there as always, brother. Dale, again, we appreciate you coming up here and joining us. Man, I hate you're not going to be here the next couple nights. I know you want to go spend some time with Tiffany and Shane and Sarah and everyone here the rest of the weekend as well. Thank you again, brother, from the bottom of our hearts. The fans love you. We love you. You've done a tremendous job, and we'll see you here somewhere down the road this year.
Yes, sir. Can't wait.
All right, James, brother, a tremendous job.
Thank
Just
you.
a great night of racing again. Really and truly, I think our third different track in 3 nights.
No doubt about it. The fastest lap of the race, brought to you by Coltman Farms, was Devin Moran at 15:006. The lucky 7th place finisher, brought to you by Willwood Brakes, was Dalton Wilson. And your Deathridge Opticians lucky 13 was Will Harrington in 14X. Congratulations. 4 different leaders in that second feature tonight. Great show all the way around, everybody.
Sure was. Again, just East Bay Raceway Park delivering. Once again, the fans came out. The fans showed out. The drivers put on a great show as well. The Lightseavers made an appearance for the first time in race competition as Lucas continues to test those. Jimmy Owens getting the win in the regularly scheduled Thursday show. Brandon Shepard winning the Monday makeup. We'll see you right back here tomorrow at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Time.